This is Dave and Fergatroid. We're going to be doing a review of Batman Arkham City Game of the Year Edition.
If we are saying the details of this game, go into the description.
Gameplay.
I thought the gameplay was great. Basically, you would be doing three things: gliding, fighting people, and stealth.
And climbing. There's 4. But I think the best part is the combat, because you press 2 buttons and he changes what he does every single time. Like, I don't know of any other game that actually does that.
Everything is amazing in terms of the gameplay. There is one thing, and this isn't a spoiler because it's already been announced in the trailer. The Mr. Freeze boss fight I wasn't a fan of.
It like, Fergus complained to me about this as well. What he did is, once you do something to Mr. Freeze, you can't do it again.
And basically, yeah. But other than that, that's a very small part of the game. I'm going to give gameplay a 9.5.
And I gave gameplay a 9. Graphics.
The graphics I thought were amazing. Everything looks the way it should. The only downside is that there are a few pop-in textures here and there, but most of the time it's good.
It's got a lot of detail, which is great. And also, it's smooth transitioning. The animations are just perfect.
I'm going to give graphics a 9.5.
And I gave graphics an 8.5. Lasting appeal.
Lasting appeal I thought was great. There's plenty of content in the main story, including climate mission. Then we got the challenge maps, also known as the Riddler's Revenge. And then we've got Harley Quinn's Revenge. And then we have the New Game Plus mode. So, whole bunch of content and a whole bunch of unlockables.
My lasting appeal is 9.5 because, well, there's just an incredible amount of replayability, and there's 4 characters you can choose from, and they are all very, very different in their fighting style, and it just never gets old. Plus, it's Batman.
I'm going to give lasting appeal a 9.
And I gave lasting appeal a 9.5. Sound.
Sound I thought was great. The Kevin Conroy as Batman was great. I would have liked a more Christian Bale Batman, with a more throaty thing. I'm Batman. But other than that, I thought the voice acting was great. The music was very gothic, and the sound effects
were amazing. Like, everything was so realistic. You hit someone with a pole, it's like the metal clanging and the breaking of the skull. The fists, you hear the crunching, and the kicks, you hear the crunching as well. And it's just amazing.
I'm going to give sound a 9.
I gave sound a 9.5. Story.
This review could have been quite spoilerific, but
we're spoiler free.
So everything is awesome in the story. We don't want to spoil it because it's so amazing and we want that experience even better for you. But trust us when we say this, the story is amazing. I'm giving story a 10 out of 10.
I'm giving the story a 9, just for a few little bits and pieces. Presentation.
I thought the presentation was good, and there's very little loading times, but in the challenge maps, which also known as the Riddler's Revenge maps, in between matches, like if you die quickly or you restart, there is a decent long loading time, and I thought it was unnecessary.
Also, the presentation, the menus are actually amazing because there's like little square icons and you can just flick through them, and it says in big bold writing what it is so you can understand exactly what it is.
Other than my little nitpick about the
loading,
the presentation is still great. I'm going to give presentation an 8.5.
And I give presentation an 8.5 as well.
So Dave, final thoughts?
Well, I think that this game is brilliant overall, and I would want to play this for as long as I can. It is such a great game. Buy it.
This is the definitive Batman experience that you can get on a gaming console to date. I'm going to give this 9.3, and that is the highest score I've ever given on the show.
And I gave overall a 9.